Please. Okay, so I think due to space constraints, there may be one or two places where you need to sit closer. So please do that and first begin. Okay, so I only have 2 minutes to introduce the speaker and to introduce our event. So good morning, students. Good morning, teachers. Good morning, students in advisory and also in the auditorium. A career day is designed to meet specific learning objectives. It helps students like you to connect with what they are learning in school with the workplace. They listen to speakers seeking information about the industry and the career options it provides. We also know from our professional work that the exposure to varied, different, cutting-edge, and established fields can so wonderfully inform students like you. Your transition is made smoother when you have opportunities to develop a strong sense of self, and our career day presentations are meant to do just that. So this morning, we are here with Mercedes Fevre. She's our keynote speaker. She's a senior digital consultant and professor of e-commerce and digital marketing. She was born in Switzerland and holds a black belt in martial art jiu-jitsu. She's a mother of an amazing 21-year-old daughter. Outside of work, Mercedes loves to try new things. She spends time in nature and plays sports with friends and family. Currently, she's also studying for a PhD in dishonesty in decision-making. She's an expert in digital channels and more than 15 years in the digital world, in multinationals such as Amazon and also in startups. Since 2020, Mercedes has worked as a consultant and trainer in online sales and digital marketing for large companies, SMEs, and entrepreneurs. Her experience in the field, constant training, and active listening have allowed her to collaborate with large companies and business schools. Having a scientific background of biochemistry and molecular biology has helped her develop resilience and openness to new ideas based on data. Her spirits of constant improvement and energy are the differentiating factors which define her own challenges and those of her clients in necessary change for today and tomorrow's goals. You students will learn about resilience, curiosity, never giving up, working hard, and making history. Help me welcome Ms. Mercedes Fevre.
Hello? Yeah. Thank you, Tessa. I am really all of that? Wow, many years perhaps. Okay, thank you guys. I'm so happy to be here in the ASM. When I came here to play soccer when I was a kid, and being a careers day, which is so important, and in an event that has been, I think, around 30 years already. So I would like to thank first the authorities, Mr. Fellenbolster, head of upper school, and all the counselors of the college and guidance, John, Marjorie, Tessa, all the team organizing this. So thank you very much. So for starting, I want to just, I don't know if you had the time to see the video that Tessa did about the speakers you're going to have. I was amazed of the amazing people you have gathered. You have people from the public sector, the US Air Force. You have from the diplomacy. You also have from the private sector. Private sector from food and beverage. You have from marketing. You have from health. Also, different size of companies, small ones, big ones. Also, entrepreneurs. It's not only about working with Amazon. Also, why not start your company? And in that, you have as speakers from culture, from sculptors, to energy, to, and for last but not least, people who work in NGOs. Well, myself, on top of what Tessa said, I help handicapped people to build their e-commerce. You always have to help others. Whatever position you have, whatever you're going to do. The more you give, the more you will receive. Now, when Tessa told me, yeah, you can be a keynote, I said, what did I say? Are you crazy, Mercedes? Don't propose. Well, so how shall I start? I think, well, what about a staircase? What do you think a staircase means? Anybody there? Come on, early in the morning? What does a staircase have? Steps, correct, thank you. Yeah, clap your hands, thank you, yes, woo! So, what have you done since elementary? You have followed some steps, right? Now you are in upper school, right? Have you abandoned in the middle? No? You always have to go till the end of the steps. If you drop in the middle or halfway or whatever in the way, you're going to see the amazing views of finishing school, of finishing my black belt. Well, today is blue, okay? So even if you're tired, even if you think that you don't understand, even if you think that this is not for you, try to finish, and then you will decide. So, who knows who are in these pictures? Do you know? Huh? Come on, who are they? Do you know who are they? Can you tell them? Yes? Okay. It was not easy to me to find a picture of both of them not dressed in sports. Serena Williams and Rafa Nadal. Do you know what do they have in common? They play tennis, of course, yes, other than playing tennis. Persevere, yes. Anything else on the back? They have more than 20 Grand Slams. No, Grand Slams are the big tournaments. Actually, Serena has 23. Rafa just got his 21st. Well, the person that has the most is an Australian woman who has 24, and Steffi Graf that has 22, so that's even more than Rafa Nadal. I would not think about who has the most, but reach until having 20 Grand Slams. It's amazing. Serena, she is 40 years old, and she's still on the top. She never gave up. She's still fighting. Rafa Nadal, he is 35 years old. He's kind of too old for playing tennis. 1 month before winning his last Grand Slam, he was thinking of quitting. He had a lot of pain. He thought that his body was not longer on top performance. Not enough of not quitting, fighting. Did anybody of you see the final of Australia? 5 sets against a young player of 26, and he was 35. He is 35. So no matter the age, you always can fight more. Not fight because making blood, but persevering, going for your dreams. Actually, when Tessa told me, first, some months ago, I said, I think that the title could be, Go for Your Dreams. As she said, I'm a molecular biologist. I am here, the ASM 30 years later, and in the auditorium. Wow, I would never expect it. But if you go for your dreams, step by step, you can make it. The day after Rafa Nadal won, his uncle, Tony Nadal, wrote in an article in a newspaper about the 5 lessons that Rafa Nadal shares in order to have these 21 Grand Slams. First of them, so I'm going to share these 5 of sports, and then I'm going to share you 5 lessons of leadership, as Tessa asked me for. So you're going to have my 10 commandments, Mercedes commandments. If you have better, please apply. So, for sports, first, effort. Nothing is for free. There's no shortcuts. Shortcuts are short because they will not go to the end. When I mean effort, I mean always start with a first dream. Who can share here what was their first dream when they were a kid? Anyone? Yes? Okay, nice. I wanted to be an archaeologist like Indiana Jones. And now, could you share what is your current dream? Wow, good for you. So if you see, it's not the issue is not to have the best and the final dream. Have always one dream by time, okay? So now computer science, perhaps tomorrow it's going to be another thing. I want to be an archaeologist, then I wanted to be a scientist. I was a scientist. And today I'm an expert in e-commerce, and I'm here speaking to you guys. That's a dream, okay? What I want to say here with effort is that even if you don't know, if you don't good on computer science, if you're not good on maths, you can always learn. I'm a molecular biologist, and I didn't know about e-commerce. I had to study for that. They called me to launch a financial method, payment method. I didn't do any finance, but I work hard and I make it. So there's nothing impossible for you guys. Just know what are you good at and what do you need to go to be an expert in computer science. Then, I would say humility. Today, we think that we have to be the strongest, the toughest, the slimmest, or whatever. No way, man. Whatever you do, it's a long way, and for that way, it's not a one-person job. If you see, I am here because of a school friend, a friend that came here to the ASM 30 years ago. She said, hey, Mercedes, I saw about the careers there. Why don't you go there? If it hasn't been because of my friend, I wouldn't be here. So never reject, never neglect the people that pass through your door. And also, when I say humility, I would say, it can be, don't be afraid to start from scratch. I had a wonderful career at Carrefour, multinational hypermarkets, and I decided to quit to a startup. I had a wonderful story at Amazon, 8 years at Amazon, and I decided to quit, and I am here to go for my dreams. So enjoy your ride, and always thank Tessa, always thank the people here that help you to be able to speak. Constancy, wow. That's what my mother says to me, that I'm very perseverant. Why that? Because today, everything around make us to do quick wins, right? We want to have quick successes. I want to be the first on Fortnite. I want to be whatever. Well, not me. I'm very bad at Fortnite. But as I want to play with my nephews, I have to learn to play Fortnite. Okay? So try. If you're not good at maths and you want to do computer science, why not? Learn some maths, and it's going to be possible. For that, it's very important to always keep learning, keep training yourself. I mean, I could have thought, oh, I have a molecular biologist degree, that's enough. No way, man. I have done 2 executive educations afterwards. And I'm thinking about the 3rd of data science. Oh, whenever you learn, you're going to see new possibilities around. Now, empathy. If you see Rafa Nadal is somebody who seems close to everybody. Yeah? A young kid can identify with Rafa Nadal. Older people, elder people like me, can also identify with Rafa Nadal. If you're able to have some empathy with the people you are around, your way is going to be much lighter. So when you have this empathy, you will see that it's going to be much easier. So what I encourage you guys is to always try to meet and listen to different people. It's very easy to be with your friends and the people that love you and they say, you are the best, you're very smart. No way. That makes, sure it's good. But speak to people out of your comfort zone. Other backgrounds, other nationalities, chefs, waiters, whatever. You will see that from all of them, you're going to pick ideas, and from that bunch of ideas, you will have a big dream, hopefully. And last of Rafa Nadal's lessons is gratitude. It's not about being the best. It's not about being the first. It's not about being the keynote speaker at ASM today. It's gratitude to Tessa, gratitude to the school, gratitude to the tech team. Do you know, I don't know if you heard about, I think it's a legend, about JFK when he was at NASA in 1961. It was late, and there was a janitor cleaning. And JFK spoke to this janitor, and he said, "What are you doing so late here?" Anybody knows the answer? What did he answer? The janitor told JFK, "Mr. President, I'm helping a man going to the moon." He was feeling part of the dream. It was not only about the astronauts, it was not only about JFK, it's about everybody who makes that possible. So please, guys, always think about thanking people, whatever you do. Now, leadership. That's today everybody speaks about leadership and good leadership, bad leadership. I would say, first, curiosity. Tessa told about that. You may like computer science, but why not check about philosophy? Check about cooking. Why not? I mean, a friend of mine who worked at Carrefour, today she's a chef, and she opened a restaurant. And she was an established career in a multinational. But she went for her dreams. She trained, remember that I told you? And today, she has this restaurant in Boadilla. So I said, for this curiosity, it's not only about training, learning, meeting people, but also looking and traveling. You are in Spain here today. Have you ever been to Toledo? Yes? Have you been to Chinchon? Do you know that at half an hour from here we have ruins of Romans? I've never been either, so it's my checklist, pending list. So whenever you see different things, you always have something more. Customer-centric. When you work or when you're studying, you think that you are very good at maths, but you think about myself, me. When you work, you have to think about the customer. The customer is always right. Not only because of, the customer is angry, I'm going to give him a free voucher. No. Understand what are the needs of the customer. Understand how you're going to interact with the customer. If you don't know how the customer would work, needs, you're not going to have success. Success meaning results. Especially because now that you're all millennials, you think that everybody's digital. Everybody here is what we called omni-channel. You are digital and traditional. You also go to the shops. Where do you buy? Amazon, but also you go to whatever shop in the streets, right? So you cannot only do digital things. Think also about the outside world. Moreover, I don't know if you heard about the silver economy. Do you know that in 2050, 50% of the population is going to have more than 50 years old? So don't think about millennials as it's very trendy. Think of where most of your customers will be. That could be silver economy. The people who have the silver economy will have more money to spend than millennials. So give that a thought. I would also say here, start with a why. When you do customer-centric and you work, the first thing is, what do I sell? What do I offer my customers? I would say, no, start why I am offering this to the customer. An example would be computers. Everybody has a computer here, I guess. Who has Apple? Who has a Mac? Wow. Those who have a Mac, will you go to a PC? No, right? Do you know that actually your computers have less technology than a PC? Haha, and you spend more money? But what Apple did is not because spending more money, is understand the needs of the customer, give a different experience to the customer. When you have a Mac, you feel different. It's much easier. Even if you don't need so much capacity, you don't need other features. So that's the difference of people who think, I'm going to extend the RAM up to 3 gigas. No, that's not, it's useless. So don't think about improving what you currently have, think differently. If you're not able to think, why are you offering this to the customer, it's not going to work. So I suggest that after this session, whatever you do, send an email, do an essay, start always with a structure in 3 parts. Why, how, and what. But always start with the why. I'm not doing an essay. Why are you doing this essay? Because I want to learn. I want to learn about the Romans. How? Studying it, hopefully not in Wikipedia, and what I did an essay. But that's the conclusion, that's the summary of it. If you're not able to say, why are you doing this? How did you get to this way? You're not gonna succeed. I'm running, I think, out of time, so I'm gonna skip the video. I recommend you here to see a short video, 4 minutes, of Simon Sinek. It's called The Golden Circle. And the Golden Circle is center the why, then how, and then what. Technology. Who likes technology here? Good. But technology is not a must. It makes your life easier, but you still have to speak to people, I'm afraid. Even if you have technology, I highly recommend you to speak to people of different ages. Today, in companies, what they're doing is mixing ages, mixing gender, mixing backgrounds, and I would say mixing seniority. So, not because I am the CEO, I'm not going to speak to the janitor. Remember the story about JFK? Actually, the janitor or the people on the operations are more in touch with the people than the CEO. So if you listen to what are people talking in the streets, you're going to be able to understand and make better decisions. Failure. Yes, please. I hope that you're not going to throw me now, but I encourage you to fail. Did you expect that? Do you think that your parents are going to be happy with me if I tell you so? Why do you think that I want you to fail? To learn, absolutely. If you don't fail, if you just go, oh no, I'm scared, then you're not going to be able to. Do you like to travel? Do you like to buy things? Yes, no? Well, if you want to buy things, that's what I tell my daughter. Try different things. Fail and learn. Okay? Fail fast, succeed sooner. I have failed. I was at Amazon, for example. Well, first, when I told my father that I wanted to do molecular biologist, he nearly panicked. He said, what? What is that? That's useless. I don't think it's useless. It makes me resilient. I failed as a scientist, but it helped me to be here with you today. And for failing, when you fail, what you know is you are able to identify more your strengths. Everybody has different strengths. What you have to know, what are you good at? What do you like? What do you enjoy? Don't focus on, oh, I have to learn maths, but I hate that. You have to finish your math basics, but you don't have to be an engineer if you really struggle on it. Okay? My friend, she is a chef now, and she did economics. So what are your strengths? I quit 25 years of experience because my passion is to speak to people like you. Even though my life has changed a lot and I have to work perhaps more hours than before. But that's not an issue because I love it, I enjoy it. And then, life is not easy. You have to work, but enjoy the ride. It is fun. It's not only about being first, finishing everything, being on top of my friends. No. When you win, celebrate. But don't stay on the celebration. Celebrate and then keep working. That's what Rafa Nadal does. So, to be exactly on time, I want to finish with an Amazon motto. Work hard, have fun, and make history in a team way with different ages, backgrounds, nationalities, and whatever you want to do, go for it. Enjoy this ride. Thank you, guys. Woo!
Thank you so much, Ms. Mercedes Fevre. We would like to, on behalf of all our students, those in the auditorium and in the classrooms, and on behalf of the teachers, the staff at ASM, we want to thank you for such an enlightening presentation. We are committed to apply all the principles that we have learned in this talk to our lives from now on. And students, I would also like you to give a round of applause to your teachers who are here with you, in the classroom with you, for their dedication. They are really the ones, the wind beneath your wings, your motivators, your mentors, so always appreciate them as well. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll see you later. Amazing! This was amazing. Yes. So it's going to be recorded. It was recorded, so I'm going to